Yo.
Yo.
Are you getting up today?
No.
Just scoffing your face.
I got up, I made your breakfast, I washed up, I tidied round, and you were still laid in bed. So I came to support you.
Time is it?
At 10:30.
10:30. Oh god, we just can't get out. It's a bit miserable outside today. Saying that, it looks like the clouds are starting to break through there. There's a bit of sun in the background, I think I see. Blue sky. So what's the plan for today?
We're going to have a walk into Pooley Bridge.
Say hello, Julie. Hello, Julie. Right then. She's gone back to sleep. We'll have a walk down to Pooley Bridge. I'll show you where you get access to down the bottom and where to go and how long it takes. So I think we'll get ready. And we'll see you down there. Right, we've been at Parkfoot for about 3 days now. We'll go to another campsite tomorrow, so we'll be packing up first thing in the morning. But one thing we noticed, obviously, we're down in the lakeside pitch. I showed you on the map. You see the size of the pitches? And absolutely huge. Be able to fit that on and up, along with the tent, the car there, and also there's a picnic table at the back, and we still have all this space here. Absolutely huge. There's quite a few people going home. I think the children, the kids are back at school this week. When we arrived, I think you couldn't even get a space here. All them spaces were took up all the way around. You can see there's a couple there now. Over there, where my dad is parked, there's a bus just turned up there. But all them spaces you see there, there's quite a few empty now. Yeah, so I think everyone's doing a way home. Right, so the more that we use the van, the more that we notice just niggly little things that are gone wrong. For instance, I'll just show you. So in the toilet area, you have this cupboard, the top. Now the button to open the cupboard door, it's just sticks in. It's a bit of a nightmare to open. You've got to push it really hard to be able to open it. There, so it's just a bit flimsy. Now I'm going to spray a little bit WD-40 in there. It's always best to have a bit WD-40 just for these, for anything like that, really, just to help it. If anybody has one of these and they have the same problems, let us know in the comment section. Also, the other thing was for the cassette door for the toilet. So you've got to push that top button in, and this one at the bottom, push it really hard to open it. You've got to force it. You shouldn't have to force it, and then it'll open. So it's almost like that bottom latch there. It's just sticking a little bit. It's just a bit temperamental. Obviously, it's a key. So, same again. If anybody has one of these or you have the same issues, then let us know in the comment section. Where? Down where? The base camp. Yeah, so the pole that they have, it lights up on the night. Yeah, it's quite bright. And to be honest, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Does anybody have anything like that? Let us know in the comments what your thoughts on with them. I think they help keep the birds away and all. If they're obviously pooing on top of your caravan. So this is the walk down to where the little jetty pier is. There's a car park down there. I think you can hire some of them bodyboards and you know, paddle boards. But we'll have a look when we get down there, and I'll show you where you can hire them from and how much it costs. I think there is a sign on the side with the prices. That ways to the lake just down there. We'll walk down in a minute. Now this field here was used when we arrived. If you'd seen the previous video, right up the top, some toilets there, but that's where they had the car expedition on, you know, with the Chevrolets. So this whole field, apparently last weekend, was absolutely rammed. You know, people camping out. See, the ground now is it's quite wet. We've had some rain, but yeah. So this must be just a field that they use for things like that. There's lake access car park number 2. So as we walk down, this is where the entrance to the lake is. See there, they have an old horse box. They do coffee and crumpets. It's currently not open. I think they do bits of activities over in that area. There's a couple of boards for, I think it's axe throwing. So if you come down, you want to park, this is the car parking area. I think you have got to pay. There's a QR code there to pay. And then this is the shop. Sell all the dry robes, all your bits and pieces, hats, gloves. Yeah, it definitely looks like axe throwing. The boards are up there. You can see there, just in the distance, that's the boat there. It takes you out around the lake. And this is the route into Pooley Bridge, so we'll have a walk along there now, guys. One thing to remember, if you've watched our previous videos, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe and obviously like the video, then it helps us out as we go away and we try and go on more journeys each week or each weekend and take you guys with us. If there's any content you would like to see, then obviously let us know in the comment section. Now I've gone and lost them, I'll have to go and catch them up. See the walk into Pooley Bridge, it's about 10 minutes, it's relatively flat. When you have a little bit of rain, one thing to note is that the ground can be quite muddy, so I mean I just have trainers on at the minute, but we have walking boots. So it's something to bear in mind if you're walking from the campsite along this path, this bridle way, that it can be quite muddy at times. And obviously there is a steep drop down there, so no coming back from Pooley Bridge one too many beers and then falling down there, that wouldn't be good. I thought we were in Kansas City there for a minute. It's like something out The Walking Dead. That's beautiful. The lake's nice and calm today. Come on, we'll go along here and then we'll have a look. And this is exactly what I was on about with the path. So, see, we have had a bit of rain last night. It'd be quite muddy and wet. And there's the Artful Dodger. Definitely think that chair's seen better days. Just going to pop over home and grab myself a cuppa while I'm here. Not bad, eh? Well, the other half live just on the side of a lake. See down there, there's a part of the lake, the river still runs along down there. Very nice. And we're nearly coming into Pooley Bridge now, so just at the end of this path. And we're there, we'll take you along, guys. Oh yeah, we'll see you there. Right guys, if you do come into Pooley Bridge, that is just off when you come over the main bridge, you'll find a car park just here. It's relatively small, but it always seems to be spaces, I think every time we've passed anyway. So walk down here and we're just into Pooley Bridge. I do remember sometimes seeing the bridge, it was on the news, it collapsed. I'm not quite sure when it was, what year it was. Obviously it's just all been rebuilt at some point. Nice and modern now. It's a good structure. Not really into me bridges, to be honest, but yeah, it looks spot on, that one. So yeah, I'll try and pull some footage off and see if we can find. I remember seeing it on the news that it had collapsed. I think the river there had got high at some point and over flooded, and part of the bridge collapsed. But yeah, it's just all it's all being rebuilt at some point. And there in the background is the mouth of Ullswater Lake. So we'll come along to this side. There is another parking area just over there. Lots of wildlife, ducks and seen a couple of swans, lots of geese flying by. There's the Crown Inn pub. The garden room. This was really busy in here yesterday. You couldn't get a seat. So then we'll take you around. We'll have a look around the other side. Don't think there's much here. A few pubs, a couple of restaurants. There is a burger van, a pizza van just up there around the corner, but I think he's only open until 8:30 at night. He does pizzas, a selection 3 or 4 different pizzas, and it's just one of them little catering vans. Haven't actually. I think, to be fair, I think we might go along later and sample one later on tonight. So we'll have a look and see what that's like. Post office. And here is the Crown Inn. You don't see many bus shelters like this anymore, do you? Beautiful. These have a loft hatch there. To commemorate the coronation of the nation's beloved sovereign Queen Elizabeth II, the bus shelter was presented by the local parish council, James W. and Delilah Schmidt of Ushma, 2nd of June 1953. God save the Queen, bless her. And there is the Pooley Bridge Inn, sponsored by Robinson's. To cook food, Cascales. We actually went in there the other night for a pint. It was quite busy. Yeah, it's alright. It's got a nice little beer garden just in there. That's alright. One thing's for certain, you definitely won't go thirsty in Pooley Bridge. There's a lot of pubs. The big shop with a little door. Got 2 little doors. And then we head on through to the cosy courtyard. Different selections of ice creams. They look tasty. Oh. Best not tell me Dad to come down here. You'll want them pallets for his log burner. Hello, Ruby. Hello. No bother, are you? Hello, do you want a stroke and all? There you go. Right, so there's the information for the lake cruises, the Ullswater steamers, which we can see from the pier when we walk round. Book tickets online, or you can go to the pier house, and then that is the times that they depart. Lovely little cottages down here. There's one for sale just at the bottom. I might Google it later on just to see how much that one is up for sale for. Yes, it's nice and peaceful. They took them ages to come up with the name of this cottage. Yeah, the old stone buildings. Right, so on the side of the Crown Inn there's some history of Pooley Bridge. It was formerly known as Pooley. It's documented in 1252. The name derives from the pool just above where the river emerges from the lake, meaning hill by the pool. There was once a V-shaped set of stepping stones. In 1764, a 3-arch stone bridge replaced the stones. This is where the Pooley Bridge gets the second part of its name. It tells you a bit about the Crown Inn. Yeah, they do food, cask ale, beers, wines. So we're currently in the shop with the small door. It's a newsagent shop. Look at all the whiskies they have here. Different makes of whiskies and yeah, so they have a good selection here, don't you? Of drink, alcohol, and you even have biscuits.
Candles.
Yeah. There's the bus times. Going into Penrith, Howtown, Lowther Castle. Come round the bridge, there's traffic lights, and then the bus stop is literally just here. So if anybody's wanting to get out on the travels and not to take the car or camper van or whatever, right, we'll get across this road and we'll have a look. Something about the old-fashioned camper vans, isn't it? They still look amazing. Right, so there's a Ullswater bookstore, and here we have Blanton House luxury holiday cottages. So old stable cottage coach house. We popped in here the other day, the Sun Inn. It was okay. I got a pint of Peroni. I think Pauline got a half of Madry, if I remember. Can't remember. Anyway, it come to, I think it was about £9.80. So the prices are a little bit steep. And while we were there was a lady she was just sat on her own and she ordered some food. I'm not sure what it is she ordered. It had beef, I think it was a beef dinner. And then she sent it back. She said it wasn't very nice. The beef was very chewy. But there was still other people in there having food, plenty of food. So yeah. And that is the Sun Inn. And to be fair, the staff were friendly and spot on, which I think you find around these areas. There's the barn. It's another local shop. And that is Airbnb, I believe. So there is quite a few buildings, bit of property around here where it's Airbnb. Obviously we're all close to Ullswater Lake, so you can imagine that. When you come through Pooley Bridge, over the bridge and through past the Sun Inn, this road leads you out and round to where we are staying at Parkfoot campsite. There is a diversion in place at the minute. I think they're doing some repair works to the road, so you've got to spin a left at that mini roundabout and then just go around and back on yourself, and then you're into the car park, the campsite. So this here, there's all day parking for £4. So just from the sun in. Then there's plenty of parking spaces here. So that is the Hellfire pizza van. So you sit, the opening times are 4:30 to 8:30, and this is what is on the menu. Yeah, you just go from here. I think at some point we might pop along and try one. They do sell pizzas up on the campsite at Parkfoot. We haven't had one. What's worth noting, they do have a takeaway there, and also you can go into the main restaurant at the back. We went into the main restaurant last night. If I'm honest, it was a bit flat and boring, but I suppose it is what it is, isn't it? It's that type of place that don't have entertainment, nothing on. It's just people sitting, kind of just staring at each other. That was the vibe that I had anyway. There's the Memorial Hall. It was erected in 1911. There's a private car park at the back, and then here we have St Paul's Church. This looks like a nice restaurant. Has rooms, Elm House, and it's lunch at 1863. We'll have a look at the menu. Do a venison, section of cheeses. They have carved duck. It's Friday to Sunday, 1 PM to 3 PM. They also do a 5-course meal for 70. 5 courses for 70, and they do a 3-course menu available. Just taking a guess here, but I think it was maybe it's built in 1863, that building. Right, so that's basically a walk through Pooley Bridge. We're going to have a walk to the other side where the pier is now to see when the boats, see if we can see any boats going out. So we'll have a walk along and we'll catch up and see what Pauline and my dad and Nan are doing. I've got a funny feeling they'll be sat in a pub. It's also worth noting that there is a local taxi service available, and that is the contact number there. Guessed it right.
Yeah.
Was it IPA?
Mm-hmm.
So price is what we're looking at for a Guinness?
£6.20.
£6.20 for a Guinness.
Our two, a latte and an IPA was £9.60.
There you go, guys. And then we have a bit of a menu here. So Pooley Bridge Inn. And then this is what is on the menu.
The price is very cheap.
Right, so we're going to have one inside of the Crown Inn. It's worth noting that hikers, bikers and walkers are all welcome. We should fit in here then, eh? so I can call you the bird woman.
Giving you mates. Look at them all coming back over.
I see them swimming over.
Hi kids.
Right, now we're outside Pooley Bridge Pier. So we'll have a look at some times and then see what's available. So yeah, this is where you get on board the boat. And then so this is the timetable. Different times. Right, so here's a bit of a map of the lake. As you can see, we're here, Pooley Bridge Pier. And we can go down to Howtown Pier, and then down to Glenridden Pier, and then up to Air Force Pier, and then obviously back. So I think we'll go and find out the cracker, see what it is. What it is. Okay guys, you see the prices there. We've just been talking to the lady behind the counter. I think we're going to come back and have a look and go down to Howtown. If not, we might come back tomorrow and have a look, and we'll take you along for the journey. Also across here, there's one coming in there now. Is it peaceful? You can see back to the map, we're here. We're looking at going down to Howtown. And then we'll have a look down later on. Should we give that a go, like? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay. So we're going to come back probably around about 4:30, get the last one. We'll get down to Howtown. It takes about 20 minutes to get there. We have 10 minutes off, so we'll show you around, and then it's 20 minutes back. As you can see there, I think it was £15 to look at. Yeah, that was the cost of it. As you can see there, there's the boat coming in there now. And there's the Parkfoot campsite just in the distance. So, when the bridge was rebuilt, most recently, you can see there's different names all the way across. Now I would imagine that these are people who have kindly helped out or donated into the making of the new bridge. There you go. First originally built in 1764, collapsed in 2015 following the storm Desmond, and then the steel bridge was erected 2020. Right, okay guys, we're back at the van now. We just got back from Pooley Bridge. So at the minute we have the air fryer on. We purchased this from Asda, and it's the first time we've had it on. It was only cheap, it was £20. Now if you went in store, it was £35 to buy in store, but if you went online it was £20. So we just purchased this online to pick up. So at the minute, Pauline?
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
What have you got in? What have you got on the go?
Just cheese dippers.
Does that just pull out that?
Yeah. I haven't read the instructions.
Right.
And I'm guessing it might not be as good as our Ninja, but
Yeah.
for 20 quid.
Yeah guys, we have one of them, was it a Ninja pocket
Yeah.
book? So yeah, I mean for 20 quid, what more do you want? Nothing like Pauline there, like health and safety and all that, you know. Slip, trips and falls. You know,
I'm out here on my own, that's fine.
I'm out here on my own. You think that you would trip over that, wouldn't you? Was it like a string for the...
Just a strap to keep it square, I think.
Good. Anyway, we packing up. We're going to start packing up later, probably later this evening, a bit later on, and we heading off in the morning. So once again, guys, thanks very much for watching the channel. Please subscribe and like, and it'll help us out. And if you want to leave any comments, just leave them in the comment section. Anything you want to know, anything we need to show, then please let us know. Alright, catch you later, guys. Cheers.